Hi, I'm Anthony Analetto, President of the Equipment Division here at Sonny's. Today I'm in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina to visit with some old friends. The big Scrubby's car wash you see behind me is a new construction project by Chase and Charles Howard. This is their second car wash that they've built that was actually built on an old gas station site. This is a new ground-up express exterior car wash. This time here we're going to learn about why they decided to knock down a gas station to build an express exterior car wash and what it took to do it and what kind of complications they had or didn't have. Enjoy the video and let's take a look. Chase, nice to see you again.
Hey man, how you doing?
Hey, thanks for having us up again for store number 2, a nice car wash facility. So tell me about this site here. This was a gas station. I don't know if people know this was an actual gas station? Or?
Yeah, an old and tired location. Some friends of ours owned it. We kind of got together and presented our idea of putting a Scrubby's car wash at this location. So we started this plan about a year and a half ago. Took a little while, but we finally got it built and up and running.
Before we go forward, I mean, people have watched your old case study from the gas conversion. How's that site been doing?
It's been doing real good. We've seen some gradual increases every month since we opened. We're real excited. We just completed a remod of the convenience store there, a new gas pumps, new image, Shell station, latest, greatest there. So we're kind of hitting all cylinders now.
And the car wash is still growing?
It's growing every month. We've been pleased with the growth, so it's going great.
People know from the last case study, we've got a dozen gas stations?
Well, we've got 12 car wash locations, and we supply, service, or involved in about 31 convenience store sites.
So any other car washes have been rebranded?
Yep, we've got a twin automatic in Florence, South Carolina that's a cloth and a touchless that we branded Scrubby's. Our plan is to brand the rest of our locations Scrubby's. We have another conversion site scheduled to begin next month in a town of a site that we already own, where we have a Bojangles restaurant paired with a traditional automatic. Okay. And so we're going to take that automatic out and put a full-size tunnel in.
You're in the fuel business. This was a gas site. It was how many years?
35-year-old gas station.
Complications with taking a gas site and turning it into a car wash? Any hurdles to jump through there or anything?
No, there's no major hurdles. I mean, we pull gas tanks every day. We're dealing with the environmental aspects of that. It was actually very well received here with the community to get these underground tanks out of the way. This is an environmentally clean site now. No major issue getting that done.
It was pretty easy, so there was no contamination, no cleanup, there was no additional costs that you incurred?
No more than normal demolition costs and things of that nature.
And you did some test borings, I'm sure, that said the groundwater was clean and there wasn't going to be any problems?
We sure did.
You knew pretty much on the way in that you weren't going to find anything unless there was an accident or something?
That's right, we sure did.
That's pretty good. Because I'm sure there's a lot of sites like this here around the country now. People can start looking, saying, okay, that's closed. Can I do that or not, you know?
Yeah. You kind of need to know what you're doing with these gas station locations, and if you can find out environmentally that you're in good shape. I mean, we've been in the convenience store business for 60 years, so we've got a lot of familiarity with these sites, but there are certainly some locations out there that we're considering that we have in our inventory right now.
Lenders weren't concerned about the site for financing?
Well, not my lenders. Yeah, well, they're very familiar with it. I know there's some that are not familiar, but the guys that we deal with have seen us do this kind of thing before. So
if somebody else does it, they should actually look for a lender who's familiar with the fuel business that does something with them?
I think so.
Chase, tell us a little bit of information about how we did the pro formas, how you took this site here from a gas site, pro formed out as a car wash. Okay. Who did the work for you? How'd you get that started?
Used Car Wash Services initially helped us come up with this pro forma. We obviously have our instincts to support what we thought this location could do, but we also used consulting outfit that we've used with our convenience store business in the past. They pretty much did an independent study, and we were able to compare the two studies for pluses and minuses, and then quite frankly the guys we hired out of Texas came in a little bit higher volumes than what Car Wash Services had, which was good for me. I felt the same way. I prefer a conservative approach with these things, and so that when we hit some good numbers, then we're all pleasantly surprised, not disappointed.
Right. So I know in Car Wash Services utilizes Sonny's and the business development group. We run the pro formas, and they even have their own pro formas that they run. We normally include that in the service as we're building a car wash.
It's a tremendous benefit that Car Wash Services offers. That is part of the package. Those of us that have been in this business a long time, I mean, our instincts are generally pretty good, but validation helps everybody sleep better at night.
Sure. So tell me, I mean, gas station corners, I only see, one other store across the way, but this site really was better to do a car wash on this site than a gas, or?
We felt like it was. From the expense and the investment and the exposure of the amount of traffic that stops around this area, we thought this would be a better location for us.
Tell me a little bit about this site here, traffic-wise. What are we looking at?
Out front, we've got about 40,000 cars a day going by this corner. Quite a bit of retail, hospitals, etc., grocery stores nearby. We're at the intersection of two major highways, so we knew this would be a good location.
Demographics-wise?
Within a few miles, I would say we're at the 30,000 house top range. You get out a little bit further, 5 miles, it gets on up to 50,000 house tops.
Myrtle Beach is just up the road.
20 minutes.
20 minutes up the road?
Yep.
And that's the big tourist area?
Sure.
So this traffic here, we believe, is mostly commuter, right? We don't have a lot of big industry here.
I do, and after Labor Day, we lose quite a bit of the tourism traffic, and so as you see out here, we've got a lot of commuters traveling every day. I'll tell you, we got open late in the summer, but we were picking up quite a bit of tourist traffic, which I always call kind of the gravy in this business for us. I want the locals, but tourist guys that came through here, I was pleased to see how many folks were using the wash.
Couple questions about the tunnel. This one here is black walls and a lot of lights.
Yep.
What's the customer's take on it?
It's been very well received. I've got a lot of faith in Car Wash Services and both those guys, Brian and Z. We wanted to put something different down in this market the customers have not seen before. So I'm a big bells and whistles guy. Me and my brother have gone and painstakingly spent extra money, but we think it's worth it. We put the black walls in here, we put the LED light show in there, and it is getting rave reviews from our customer base.
Yep.
So they haven't seen anything like that in this market.
It is an experience.
Yeah.
And I think it's just taking that car wash experience for the customer to a new level.
I agree.
With lava bath and the whole process, that was cool with the colors of the soaps and all. But when you add it to this light show, it's amazing.
Yeah.
What I really like about it is kept the windows on the side.
Yes.
So
that was a big deal. When we were thinking about this, we needed to be sure that we were visible from the road. And there isn't a person at that traffic light that doesn't look over here and see what we're doing, and that's what we wanted to accomplish.
The free vacuums in this area, is this not the first one? There's others around here? Or?
Yeah, there's not anything of this magnitude or size. We went with these double boom vacs that Car Wash Service suggested. They're fully functional. We've got 25 free vacuum positions here.
They look good, and they give you good curb appeal.
Yeah.
And you got canopies going up soon?
Yeah, we're working on the canopy. We just had a permitting issue with that, so we're going to rectify that shortly and have a canopy up on this outside area at some point in the future.
And you went with 3 pay stations out here?
Absolutely.
Doing RFID, doing club plans.
Right.
I see a sign on the street, $9.99 for a club plan.
Right.
How's that going so far?
It's going very well. We're trying this $9.99 introductory offer for the first month. It's been well received. The club membership sales are brisk, and I like that, and we're happy with that. We're going to probably run that on and off as a promotion here for a while. So far, it's going great.
Hey, Chase, when I came in this morning, I was talking to a couple of managers,
Yep.
and they were really excited about the opportunity to work here, work for you, and run this store. When I asked them why, one of the reasons was they said that it's a different model. You guys want to have some more labor than normal?
Yep.
How's that going? What's the philosophy of doing that?
We are going to be better than our competition, and we're going to have people on site that are going to take care of the little minuscule issues that arise when my customers show up. We have a guy patrolling the parking lot all day, every day. I want my managers, my assistant managers interacting with the customers. As this market and as this industry matures, there's going to be a separation between how well these locations are managed. The days of throwing 2 guys on a tunnel and start making money are probably still here, but they're not going to be here forever. As I tell everybody, every day you come to work, you're fighting to keep your job and keep this business, so we're going to take that extra step.
So tell me, what's the goal on club plans? Is there a formula? Is there a certain number where you stop selling them, or do you not stop selling them? Or
I don't think so. Some of the markets I'm in, we probably have an idea of a limit of what we wanted to do on club plans, but in a competitive market like this, I'm not interested in stopping. I want the customers here married to my wash, and so I will continue to go that direction.
Pricing over here, we started here at $7 for a basic wash. It's different from the conversion site.
We felt needed some fine tuning on that. We had 5 different wash packages in our other location. Probably a little too much. We actually dropped the wash for this new location, but went up $1. It's been well received. I don't think it's not as busy for the customer when they pull up to the pay station. There's 4 selections to make here. They can make a decision and go. So we've been real pleased with that.
So the prices go
7, 11, 16, and 20. The averages are better than we thought. We're surging greatly right now. As you can see, since we've been running this video, I mean, they're just piling through here. It's going to be interesting in another month.
And we've done any advertising yet before the opening?
Yeah, we're doing some billboard stuff. We're doing some newspaper advertising, the traditional stuff. A few other tricks are up our sleeves in this market. We're going to be honoring our competitors' coupons. Anytime a customer wants to bring in a competitor's coupon, we'll honor it.
So just a question, how will you do that with the pay stations? Will you need an attendant?
Need an attendant to help with that, but we've already researched it and we'll be able to handle it.
You've only been open 3 weeks. Anything you didn't do that you wish you did?
Open sooner. That would have been the thing. I don't like opening a car wash in late August. Obviously, as you know, the hurricanes, we've been wrestling that literally since we opened. I would have certainly loved to have been open about February, March, but we had to deal with a hurricane last year that really delayed us 3 or 4 months. So this has been a challenging opening, but we're there.
What else can Car Wash Services or Sonny's do to help you in a process like this here? How was the permitting to do? Was there any information that was missing, stuff that you could have got faster?
No, these guys, we're getting to know each other pretty well now. This is our second location. We've obviously got some familiarity with building things and the process, but they've been very helpful from layout to suggesting what they think is going to work best, and I think we make a pretty good team in making some decisions to get something like this built.
Well, Chase, again, this was a lot of information. I think some really good information for new investors. Think they want to come in and find a piece of property that looks like this, smells like this, and see if they can do the same thing as you did.
Yep.
I really appreciate your time and giving us your input and sharing your knowledge with the rest of the car wash world.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. I
Okay.
look forward to coming back and doing it maybe a 3rd time.
Let's do it.
Okay?
Sounds
Thanks.
good.
Hey, all new ventures come with obstacles. Overcoming them is the challenge. Behind me is a beautiful site developed by the Howard brothers here in South Carolina. And I think the time that you spent with us today, you got to learn a little bit about what it takes to do it and do it right. I want to thank you for being with us and watching the video. And as always, good luck and good washing.